Now that you have a question written, let's go ahead and put that question inside a quiz. So go back to your home and let's click on the course that we were in. Give us our course homepage. Come over here and turn the editing on. And then you'll choose where you want your quiz and add an activity or resource. Scroll down and you're going to add a quiz. And this is helpful information to read. So there's different ways to use a quiz. Click Add. And here's the quiz screen. Now, go ahead and add a fairly good name for this because this name will be what will show up on your course page. So, quiz over metric measures. Okay, if you want to write a more detailed description, you can. Don't put anything about take this on Wednesday or something like this because you may want to just reuse this quiz for next year. If you do write a description, click the display the description on the course page and then come down here for timing. Now, if I leave these blank and unenabled, then the quiz will show up and the kids can take the quiz anytime they look at the page. Probably don't want to do this unless you're writing it right before you're going to teach it. So you probably want to open the quiz at a certain date. Let's see. Let's go ahead and enable it. And let's open it on December the 2nd. In case they do homework at night. And then I can leave it like this where it just starts to be open on that December 2nd Monday and it never closes. Trouble with this is that RenWeb doesn't grade it until the quiz is closed. So you could come back in here and manually close it later after everybody's taken the quiz. Or you could force them to take it on a certain day. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to close it Wednesday morning or Wednesday, and then that way they either have to take it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Time limit. If you wanted this a time quiz, you could put minutes in. I don't, and I don't give them a grace period for submissions. They should just get on there and take it. Grade. This is how you want it in RenWeb. So is this a homework grade, a quiz grade, or a test grade? Just because we call it a quiz, it doesn't have to go in as a quiz. In fact, probably most Moodle quizzes should be under the homework category because at home you're not making sure they can't use their books or look it up on the internet. So I would put most of these under the homework category. Let me go ahead and do that. Now, attempts allowed. You can let them take it over and over until they get their highest grade. Or you can set it as 1 or 2 and average the grades. If you've got a 2, you can take the average grade. question order. You can show it on the edit screen if you want to build your questions in a certain order, or you can shuffle them. A new page every question, or you could let them see all the questions on one page so they can go back and forth and change them. And navigation method, you can have them, they can skip around if they want to, which most kids really don't, or you can make sure that they're going through it one at a time. This is important if you give them hints in the next questions about the previous question. Shuffle within questions, sure. Deferred feedback. Then you have all these review options. So during the attempt, after the attempt, later when the quiz is still open, and then after the quiz is closed. These are all the things that they can read about, their grade and all that. So you probably want to leave the attempt mark on all of these so they know which one they actually chose. Then you can choose whether you want to take these off or not. I don't really want them to hear or know the right answer as soon as they click it, because if they start getting them wrong, they'll quit. So I go ahead and take all these off for immediately after the attempt. And since I'm only going to let them take it once, we can still have them know whether it's correct or not while the quiz is still open. And then this is fine after the quiz is closed. Now, require passwords. If you were going to do this, have them take this at school, you could give them a password as they, or somebody to type in the password in the computer lab for them to make sure they took it there where you were waiting. But for most part, you won't have them take it at school. Feedback. You don't need to put anything there unless you just want to. And then save and return to course. Okay, there is my quiz. Now in the next video, I'll show you how to add the questions to that quiz.